everybody. Welcome back to the Rewind here on Wayward World Studios. I'm Thumali. That's Thumali. I'm very excited to introduce my next guest. 17 years ago, RuPaul Charles debuted a little show called RuPaul's Drag Race on Logo TV. And in 2023, well, not in 2023 specifically, but he franchised that little show into many different international shows all over the world. And in 2023, it debuted Drag Race Germany. And today I am very excited to announce that we have a special guest, the winner of RuPaul Drag Race Germany specifically. It's not called RuPaul's Drag Race because RuPaul wasn't there, even though he was there in spirit. She's a contortionist, DJ, makeup artist, drag queen, vegan, lesbian, and daddy as well. Please welcome the winner of Drag Race Germany, Pandora Nox. How are you doing?
Hello, I loved the introduction.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to think about it and I was like, oh, keep going, keep going. It was really good. It was really good. I'm so excited. I think I've never met anybody from Germany before.
Really, I mean,
I mean, you're
now
not
you still
technically,
haven't. I was just about
yeah,
to say you haven't
yeah,
met anyone from Germany still so far because
yeah,
I'm from Austria.
that's fine.
Um, so yeah.
Yeah, the thing is like I just keep thinking Drag Race Germany, Drag Race Germany. She won Drag Race Germany, but she's from Austria, and I keep forgetting that part. Yeah, no, I'm so excited. Well, I think you also this is the first time you've ever met a Saudi drag queen or someone queer Saudi, unless I could be wrong.
I think so. I think so, yes.
Yeah, you're just gathering up firsts.
Right. There's like a first for everything.
Exactly. No, I'm very excited to have you on. I'll admit though, I only watched half of Drag Race Germany. I followed
Well, you
you.
didn't miss much, don't worry.
Well, you won.
Just
That that
except for
that's
me winning.
Yeah, no, exactly. That was the most important part. What I really liked more about is all the TikToks that you post. So like when I saw
Oh,
you on
thank you.
TikTok, that I was like, "Oh, who is this stunning diva? Like she is amazing." She's tearing it into those white cisgender twink men who keep saying that cis women can't do drag, which is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard in my life. I mean, if anything, I think cisgender women do drag better.
Well, I think so too.
Hmm.
Um, no, just kidding. Yeah. I think like for me it's very important to like because people are like, "Oh, don't give the haters like space, don't pay attention to them." And I somehow get their points, but on the other hand side, for me it's important to showcase on how much work we still have to do, and also on because people are like, "Oh yeah, you don't have it hard as a woman doing drag and stuff." And it's like also showcasing on what we still have to go through on a daily basis. And third of all, that it's not okay to spread hate. And the easiest way is to just like post it publicly and make sure that everybody knows that they're idiots.
Oh no, for sure. And when you look at your package too, like not just on Drag Race Germany, but like even right now, it's just like it's incomparable to like even some of the drag that I've seen. Like you have a specific eye on fashion that I'm really excited to like get into a little bit more. But for the uninitiated, tell the audience out there, who is Pandora Nox?
Well, I mean, you already said all of the attributes that
Oh
are
yeah.
like basically about Pandora Nox. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm a cis woman doing drag already since I'm like about 14 years old, but back then I didn't know that I was doing drag. I did it secretly in the bathroom of my parents and I stole my mom's makeup and I look terrible, so I'm like super glad that there is like no picture evidence from back then. And I discovered years later when social media became popular that there's like a name for it and there are like other people doing it. And that's basically when Pandora Nox was born. And over time I discovered my makeup look, even though like I started already with like a very specific style and it just developed kind of. And yes, and of course the vegan aspect is super important to me and to what I wear and how I look, what I perform. Stream my last song, Chez moi, eat pussy not meat. um and yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna get into like the makeup too because you have a very distinct eye, and I don't know. I correct me if I'm wrong, because I was looking at the tattoo on your chest as a viper. You had a reveal look that was like where you were slithering on the runway in Drag Race Germany. Very venomous, viperous. Your eye kind of looks reptilian, almost like a viper. Is that right? Am I?
Kind of. I would say it's like a mixture between inspiration from snakes, but also from like kind of aliens, everything that is not human, and as well as friendly to the environment.
Okay, yeah, and that's the other thing too. You're vegan, so everything that you do not only is um, animal cruelty free, but you have a huge emphasis on the environment as well. Can you tell me a little bit about more about that? Like, what makes you want to advocate so much the environment that you wanted to include it in your drag?
I think like there are like two things. Of course, it's like a big thing in my private life that I'm living ha or like having a vegan lifestyle for like I think 12 years now, and before I was like vegetarian for like I don't know how long, and I already refused to eat meat when I was a child. And for me, it was always the thought that animals are friends and not food. And why do we have like such a big ego to think that the bodies of animals are here for our pleasure, you know? And or like to produce stuff just that we have the luxury on our plate. And so this doesn't make sense in my mind, and that's why I quit like products from animals completely. And yeah, because it feels like stealing because it doesn't belong to us. I mean, for example, a cow is producing milk because she just gave birth to like a little calf. I think it's calf in English, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
And so, who the hell do we think we are, like separating these two and taking the mother cow's milk for like our pleasure? And this is just so wrong in my head. And yes, and also because there are also feeling individuals, and yeah, in my mind, I'm too sensitive and too emotional to like know the fact that it's also my fault that something either suffered or died. And because of that, it's not only because like veganism is so much more than just like not eating meat or milk or whatever. It's like a whole lifestyle. It's also about clothes, soap, shampoo, whatever. And for me, drag, of course, is the other big part of my life. And so, of course, because when you're doing drag, you're getting a stage automatically, and people look at you and people listen to you. So why not use this for something that is important? And animal rights are very important to me. And so for me, it's like the best combination on one hand side, so that people are listening to me. On the other hand side, to show that you can do drag, or not necessarily drag only, but also like art, and also keep it vegan and look amazing.
No, exactly. I mean, I think
So,
yeah, it's
yeah.
the perfect platform. Like,
Mhm.
drag is political, drag is used for activism, but you rarely ever see it, at least in America anyway, that I don't think I've ever seen somebody that put veganism and the environment directly into their drag and their aesthetic.
I know one other drag queen. She's from Switzerland. She's called Soya the Cow, and
Oh,
her personality is like a cow. And she's like, all of her performances have this activism. She's like giving speeches. She's like a very good singer, but she sings about like the victims of the meat and dairy industry. But besides of that, I don't know if there's like any other vegan drag
mhm.
artist.
Yeah.
If so, hit me up.
No,
Would love
yeah.
to.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot that I know that like do vegan, like that are vegan. I can't think. I think there's no, I I couldn't tell you honestly, but they're out there. But yeah, I guess I just don't know any that like use it in their art specifically, which I admire a
Yes.
lot. Yeah, one thing that's kind of distracting me a little bit. No, it's not distracting because you look beautiful. It's your pussy eye there, like right in the middle. Yeah, it reminded me of your also one of your other. You see, I said I didn't watch Drag Race Germany. I watched half of it, but I did watch. I do know about the dinner is served look. The
Yes, the
pussy.
pussy
Yeah,
dress. Yes.
yeah. You love
My
pussy.
favorite look. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I do. I mean, I'm a lesbian, of course I do.
yeah.
But only Liam's. only Liam's. Before
No,
there's like
valid.
something coming up,
Hmm.
only my own and Liam's pussy.
Yes, I love pussy too. I love boy pussy. That's my favorite. But yeah, you brought up Liam and Liam's your wife. Also, I mean, you could also say Liam is your husband because he's a drag king. Liam
Yeah,
Chocolat.
I mean, she's my straight camouflage, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like, I swear this is one of the funniest things. Sorry, I just dropped a nail. See the straight
Yeah,
camouflage talking about it.
yeah,
And I
exactly.
just need to be careful because that like one of the dogs is obsessed with stealing my nails and then chewing on it.
Oh, I love
So
it.
yeah, she's already here. Nein, Luni, ist nicht für dich. So yeah, it's like one of the funniest things that whenever I post like a video of or a picture of Liam and me, and it gets like viral and other people are seeing it who are like not necessarily like, um fans who are like very into my private life, and then they start commenting, um, oh, another straight girl is invading the gay spaces, da 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 da, and I'm just like, well, if they only knew.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, he very much dresses like a butch lesbian. Like, I mean, like you too, out of drag too. I would say you're more punk rock, like a little bit
Mhm.
with your tattoos and your piercing, but
Yes.
he's more
Yes.
butch lesbian type vibe. So I could
Mhm.
see the confusion there, but you guys are lesbian. I love lesbians. And I was
Thanks.
listening to your interview that you did on The Cup, about how you guys met and how basically
Yes.
um, you know, at first you just I had to act like you hated her because
I swear, I thought I was like super obvious and like
Mhm.
she understands it or like is able to like look through this. Okay, so for the audience, I have to explain this. So
Okay.
Liam and I were met at a podcast where it was like about women doing drag. And it was the first time that we met each other, and I was already there. And she came in, and I immediately had a crush on her. Like the first 10 seconds. But the issue was, du jetzt gehst. Jetzt gehst. I had the three dogs. They're hungry
Okay.
already.
Yeah.
But the issue was that I was still in a relationship, and even though this bitch didn't deserve my loyalty because she like treated me the worst anyway, I was like, okay, what do I do now? Because like I had a crush, but I had a girlfriend, so but I'm like a Taurus, I'm like super loyal, so my logical way was to pretend that I don't like her so that she kept her distance so that nobody would like realize that or that she would realize that I'm into her because of my relationship back then.
Mhm.
And she believed me and she was like, what did I do wrong? Da da da. Why does she hate me? And like I did this for like a year, and every time when we met, I was like super rude and I was like, who are you? It's like I was like so mean. And she like every time she tried to like talk to me and like figure out what's like the deal, why like I'm mean to her.
Mhm.
And then I finally broke up with my ex. And then we were both booked at this event where we both performed, and we like ran into each other. And I was already single, so it was super nice. I was like, hey, and I hugged her, and she was like so confused because of this sudden mood switch of mine. Because
Mhm.
from being like super bitchy, super unfriendly to like, you know, touchy and whatever. And then there was this like girl coming up who did like the backstage whatever, and she was like, Liam, you invited too many people to the backstage. Pandora, here are your three backstage tickets. And I was like, there is nobody coming with me. Do you want to have the tickets? And she was like, oh my God, yes, thank you. You're saving the evening, da da da. And like, to thank you, I'm gonna take care of your drinks for tonight. And I said, yeah,
Oh.
you can take care of the drinks first, and then you can take care of something else. And then when like then like when she this was the moment where she like fully realized, and then she was like, oh okay, now it's going in this
Mhm.
direction. She was super confused.
Mhm.
And yeah, but then we had like a very intense night afterwards, and
Mhm.
then it was basically we already knew like from this night on, so
Mhm. No,
yeah.
amazing, amazing. I think what I love about lesbians is lesbian tea, and it's nice to know that even in like in Austria or even in Europe, like lesbian tea just transcends barriers.
Yes, and lesbians are always drama, you know?
Mm,
Like whenever, I swear, whenever you're going into a lesbian club, first of all, you will never ever experience so much testosterone in one room.
mhm,
Like it's like it's like the tension in there is crazy. And then it's like it's always drama because 50% is not talking to the other 50% because it's either the ex or someone their new girlfriend has dated because everybody was like involved with everybody.
mhm,
And then there's like lots of ego and like yeah, so it's like
mhm.
drama all the way.
Yeah, that I have a story too because like I was very drunk at one of our local, well, it's not a local gay bar. It's in Seattle. I'm in Spokane. It's very far from each other. But I met a lesbian friend who I don't remember her name or what she looked like because I was so drunk. But I know she was a lesbian because like we were talking, and then one of her friends, I think it was her coworker, showed up. And they were like talking, and you could feel some tension there. And I like she was talking to me a little bit more. And he's like, "Yeah, I have a crush on her." And I was like, "Then why don't you go talk to her?" And like I kept egging her on, and like in my mind, I hope she's together. Like, cause like we didn't get any contact information or anything
Oh, got
after that.
it.
So it's just one of those things where I was like, I had a lesbian friend, and already I
Yeah, so
knew
did you know her?
a little too much about her in that moment. And then I got blacked out drunk at the end of the night. It was Pride, so it was an excuse.
Got it.
Yeah. But
Makes
no,
sense.
oh yeah, absolutely. And you talked about performing with Liam. Specifically, I think the most notable one that I was able to look up is you two did Work the World.
Yes, we did work the world. Like this is something that I love most about our relationship. Or it's like one of the biggest parts that we have this passion that
Hmm.
we can share together. It's like because normally you have like a job and then you're going home after the job and that's it. But like I think with drag or like with art itself, it's like the first thing you think of when you're waking up and the last thing you're thinking of when you're going to sleep, you know? So it's like drag is basically theme the whole day. And to
Hmm.
have someone who has the same passion, which you can share and talk about it, it's like the best thing ever. And trust me, I had like terrible relationships where they either didn't understand what I'm doing or where it was a problem, da 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 da. I can like keep on counting. And so for me, it's like the best experience to have someone who understands it, does the same, and where we like share this big part of our life together as well as on the stage. You know, to have a partner who is like with you on stage where you can do like cool shows together and like the whole process from getting ready, rehearsals, performing, also getting back to the hotel afterwards, talk about it, you know.
Hmm.
Everything is like the best thing ever,
I love that. So everything pretty much in your house is like drag 24/7.
basically.
Yeah.
Drag and dogs.
Oh, that's fair. Is there any moment in your life where you like do something else other than drag? Because I feel like when it comes to me in like my show, podcast, or even when I'm in drag too, like I feel like I have to take it off and I have to put it aside for just a second and like like take a little mental break from it all because it can be so overwhelming. And like, how do you kind of ground yourself and get back down to earth?
Yes. So what I would say, I think the exhausting part is not drag itself.
Hmm.
It's more of like the people who like it's more of like when you are at shows and you have to interact like with thousands of people because I mean I'm an extrovert but still like my social battery is gone after like a few hours and then I also need some rest, but it's not drag, it's more about the situation that we put ourselves in whenever we have like a show, and the bigger the show the more stress we have. So Lupe, jetzt gibt's Platz. Nein,
Oh, there's your doggy.
jetzt gibt's Platz. Lupe gibt Platz.
He wanted to be a
We
part of the
have
show.
yes, we have three by the way.
Yes.
And um, so where was I? Oh yeah, so I think it's not drag, the exhausting part. I think it's like mostly everything around drag. And so for me still every passion or talent that I have is basically included in drag, whether it's doing choreographies, dancing, makeup, whatever, contortion, acrobatics, da da da. So it's like all of the things that I'm doing in my private life is also included in drag. For example, it gives me joy to like do new choreographies or to go for a run or try new tricks, whatever. But still, all of these parts that I'm also doing to like regain energy is part of drag, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
No, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
total sense. Yeah, it's the way the artist fine tunes their body. Like even on your days
Yes,
off, you're trying to find ways to like improve or you know,
exactly.
you see something in the world, you're like, "Oh, that's a new number." That's a new look,
Yes,
You just
yes.
you have little folders in your brain. That's what I like to do too. Yeah, I feel you on the interaction too. Probably not to the extent of you being on television and everything, but even me being in drag, I always get that, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful. You look so amazing."
Mhm.
And like like I love it. Like keep going. But
Yes.
you can only say, "Oh, thank you. Thank you." And
Yes,
like
I
having
know.
people so many times, it's just like I just want
So
to
thank
like
you.
have a drink.
Bye. Yeah.
Exactly. So now I know what you mean. It like the social interaction, even like the podcast too. I feel like turning it on and trying to be
Mhm.
entertaining in some aspect. It could be so exhausting. Like even when we're done here
Yes.
today, I'll just be like
Yes.
on the bed laying down.
Also because it's like I think it's like not like a job where it's like okay when you're not that happy one day
Mhm.
you like have to perform because you're basically selling you know what I mean, like so it's kind of like part of the job to be like happy, to be like friendly, to be like very social, talk with everybody, it's like big part of the job,
Mm. No, yeah, exactly. I do love it though. I do love all the
same
attention. They pay
same
me Pandora, let me tell you, when I'm not in drag, they pay me dust in the clubs. Like they don't even pay attention. They don't even look at me. Like they don't even want to talk to me. But then all of a sudden I'm this beautiful woman in drag and they're all just like they want to be my friend. They want to follow me on
yeah.
social media. And it's just like it's such a cool transformation. I love it so much.
True. What I also think is super interesting on how people treat me differently, whether I'm in drag or out of drag.
Mhm.
In drag, I get more treated like a lady. People are like, "Oh, do you need help? Should I help you with the stairs? Should I open the door for you? Should I help you whenever you get in the car?" It's like everybody gives me like this princess treatment, whether out of drag, where I'm like more, lesbian, people are
Mhm.
like, oh, she can do it by herself. This is also super
Exactly.
interesting that I get like more treated like a woman, in drag than out of drag.
Yeah,
And
because
out of
how much
drag, people be like, hey, what's up? And it's
exactly.
like,
No, exactly. Like, women typically have a vagina on their forehead all
yeah,
the time.
exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of like your looks and everything, I would love to learn more about your aesthetic and like what
Mhm.
inspires you because a lot of your drag is very big. Like you definitely play into like the exaggeration of drag and like going bigger with the eyes and everything like that. I'm just very curious to think about like where your mind goes to when you're thinking of an aesthetic or a
Well,
look.
I'm very curious about that too because
Yeah.
sometimes I don't even know.
Mhm.
No, to be honest, like most of the stuff is actually improvised. Like
Oh.
before I think of like, oh, what color do I feel today? What outfit do I feel? Da da da. And then I kind of like start, and
Mhm.
it's just like kind of like meditation, and the process and whatever. And then after a while, we're there.
Mhm.
So basically, most of the time it's just like improvising and just like letting creativity flow. And yeah, but besides of that, inspiration is definitely, as we talked before, snakes, aliens, everything that is not human,
Mhm.
and but looks pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me about this look then. Like, was this look improvised as well?
Yes, it was, and it's super glad you asked
Mm.
because what I'm wearing is basically an outfit which I sew by myself while I was practicing for Drag Race for the sewing challenges. I was like,
Oh,
okay,
nice.
let me just like try something out. So I took like an old curtain and like cut out like the ends, like this
Oh,
part.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, you can't see it, but there's like a big thing which you can normally put on the head, but the wig today is too big. And then I also have like a skirt, and like underneath there's like a little blouse with some like puffies here, and then we have like these arm things. And this was like basically when I practiced for Drag Race. So it's like, I think it was like end of 2020 or something, or beginning of 23.
Hmm.
Um, and the things that I'm wearing here were the shoulder pads of my entrance look of Drag Race.
Oh, okay. So you
So
got to
from the
put.
like very first episode, these were the
Oh,
shoulder pads.
oh, that's nice. Oh, I love that. That entrance look that you had with your with the keyblade and everything. The keyblade. I'm curious about it. Do you play video games? Because like, is that was that a Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, it was a Kingdom Hearts reference. I
Period.
did a
Period. Period.
lot
Period.
when I was, yes, I did
Hmm.
a lot when I was a kid, because of like you know, I think like with every other queer person or like person who is not like society standard, childhood and teenage years were kind of rough. And so for me, like video games or like animes and stuff were kind of like they have were this safe space for me, because back then I was also like alone. I think I don't even know, like afterwards I found out that there were like more lesbians in our Catholic school. But back then I kind of like felt very alone, also with the makeup that I did secretly and whatever, because I'm like from the countryside, and also like my family is like very conservative. So they also did not like were like, okay, like I'm a freak, I'm like crazy, whatever. And so like all of this superficial world, not super, what's the word? This not not realistic world, not our world, like what's
Yeah,
the word in English?
supernatural, supernatural.
Supernatural, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of like was my safe space? For example, Pokemon for me was everything when I was a child. I played like all of the games, I watched the anime, I was like collecting the cards and stuff. And also till today, Pokemon is probably the only game that I'm like still playing on a regular basis. So
Okay. Are you
yeah.
playing the new one coming out, Pokemon Legends?
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm still playing what's the colors in English? It's purple and karmasin in German. It's like the last one.
Oh,
What's
Scarlet and Violet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm playing this one.
Thankfully you said that because like when you mentioned the German word for it, I was like, I could not even.
Yes, I'm playing Violet, and
Okay,
Liam
yeah.
is playing Scarlet.
Okay, nice. Opposites attract,
Mhm.
almost.
And
Um,
also because then you can like swap the
Transfer.
Pokemons.
Yeah,
Yes,
swap the Pokemon. Are you playing on the Switch too? Did you get that?
of course, of
Okay.
course.
Nice, nice. I haven't played my Switch 2 in a bit. I've been kind of busy, but I've
Mhm.
been playing Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong
Nice.
Bonanza. Yeah, the new one that
Yeah.
just came out. I'm very
Mm-hmm.
excited for Metroid. Yeah, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like have you played Metroid before? You can I feel like
Mm-hmm.
you would do a really good Metroid, like a Samus, like
Really?
cosplay. Yeah, like a good cosplay. Like I feel like you can do something with that. Like
Why not?
yeah, you should look into it for sure. But I've also been playing Death Stranding on the PlayStation 5 with Hideo
Mm-hmm.
Kojima. Yeah, that's such an interesting game too. I feel like you can do
Mm-hmm.
so. Like I'm just thinking about drag and everything, and like how what your aesthetic, because like you've also dabbled in cosplay specifically, and
Mm-hmm.
like with your Halloween series, which you haven't done recently. But
Yes.
yeah, was that how you?
There's no time for that, but that's also like a big part of my drag before I got on Drag Race. Like I did
Mhm.
lots of like more creepy Halloween looks, cosplays, whatever. Yeah, but of course, since Drag Race, there was just not the time for that anymore, even though I miss it. But I can spoil you a little bit. This year, you will get Halloween looks because new song is coming out on October 1st, and it's about
Okay.
Halloween. So,
Okay. Is there any special guest on the songs in that music video?
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
no, no special guest, just you.
I mean, maybe, but like
Okay.
for now, we actually have not planned, but I can say like no, no, because maybe plans are changing. But for now, you just have to deal with me.
Okay. No, that's fair because I was also again looking at your Instagram. You collaborated with Neohuru X from Dragula.
Yes.
That
Yes.
you guys look so sickening in
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah. But I also wanted to bring up that that was a kind of a good segue too. That in America we specifically have our own. Not she's not from Drag Race specifically, but from Dragula, Sigourney
Oh, I love
Beaver.
her show. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh,
I
yes,
I
and I
lo-
love her too.
I love Sigourney so much. I mean,
Same.
talk about someone who uh excels at drag. Like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
she excels in drag in America in the way you do in Austria
Yeah.
specifically, where like her mind is just
Yes,
so
and I love the
amazing.
detail, like head to toe, every detail fits, everything is like so well put together, and I love that.
And big boobs and a big ass. Like
Oh,
she loves
yes.
that so much.
Yeah.
uh, yeah. Um, talk to me about
You're
Austria
talking
because
about boobs and ass.
I
No, just
let's talk. No, we'll have a chance to talk about boobs and ass because your fetish look too. I really love that one as well. I would like to
thank you.
get. I want to get in your mind about that because I love fetish as well. But
Mhm.
that'll be a little bit later. Talk to me about Austria because I don't. I guess I don't really know too much about the queer scene at all, like internationally. Even as someone who grew up in Saudi Arabia, like I was very closeted. I couldn't like interact with like any
Mhm.
of the queer people in there. So I would love to learn about Austria and like how you broke through and did drag in Austria.
So, as I said, I started secretly when I was 14 and I was still living on the countryside. And also, like sexuality wise, there was like barely anything going on back then. Because like, the only queer person which I knew from back then, afterwards, like some of well, no, there was like one other. There were two lesbians. No, but like, so like it was like a little bit lonely at the beginning, but still I met my best friend and dance partner who is also like a very talented drag queen, and gay. When I was like also, I think like around when I was 14, 15. And so it was kind of like us moving together to Vienna. And yeah, and then we at first just like where the two of us, where I teach him my choreographies, where we started like, like trying out makeup, taking pictures, whatever. And then we uploaded a dance video of the two of us. And it went viral in Vienna, and suddenly people were interested in because back then the queer community, I mean, there was like a queer event like every 2 months
Mhm.
or like maybe every month, and there were basically maybe two other drag queens. Um, and that was it. And I mean, oh, no, we had live ball. We had live ball. This was like one thing that we had. And but yeah, so the video went viral in Vienna, and then suddenly people were interested in it, even though Vienna did not had much contact with drag. But then like we got booked for like shows, for like balls, for like fashion shows, whatever. And then like the jobs kept coming, and this was also, and then I started to do my own drag show in Vienna. And then the audience grew and grew, and also there were like more drag artists doing drag. And yes, and now, um, on one hand side, it grew a lot, and we have lots of talented artists. But obviously, since it's Austrian, it's Vienna, and Vienna is also not the easiest city. It's still limited, especially when you're someone with big goals. Let's
Mhm.
put it like this. So on one hand side, it was cool to be like one of the first ones and to like watch it grow over the last 10 years. On the other hand side, if you want to become like the biggest drag superstar, you won't get that in Vienna.
Unless you're Pandora Nox.
Unless you're Pandora Nox.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, but the thing is, like, I mean, if I think of like my jobs over the last year, like barely anything was in Vienna except for like Pride and stuff,
Mhm.
and like some shows and my collab partners, of course. But most of the big drag shows are definitely not in Vienna.
Okay.
So
No, that
yeah.
makes sense. You brought up your friend. Is it
Mhm.
Pushina Conditioner? Is
Felicia
that
Conditioner, exactly.
Felicia?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Actually,
Felicia
I have
because
Okay, I actually have something here to show you about you two
Ooh.
from back in the day. But yes, there was this look here. Tell me about it a little bit because like this is very it's starking.
Yes, so this was for a dance competition in Croatia.
Hmm.
We applied and were just like, yeah, let's try it, and
Hmm.
then we won, and this was amazing. And it was
Yeah.
basically about like uh those mannequins which you see like in the stores. It
Oh,
was
okay.
basically kind of like a mannequin show, and then we had like this effect where we like took off our like nudish bodysuit, and we had like this muscle suit underneath.
Oh, that's so
And
cute. Is
then
it
we
on
were
you?
like,
Is it on YouTube?
I have to look it up to be honest. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll do
Yeah,
some.
but this was cute.
Yeah, I'll do some drag investigation. We'll try to find it.
Yes.
No, I love it. I loved watching a lot of your videos together. Especially like with like doing contortion, like
Yes.
him doing contortion as well. And he's also a very beautiful drag queen too. I
Mhm.
just recently followed him, so we'll put his
Yes.
Instagram in the comment, like in the
You have
description so
great
people.
taste in drag.
Like if you look at my wall here, you can see a lot of different people on here.
Yes. Where's my face?
I need to buy your print. I need to buy your. Do you have prints?
I do have
Okay.
prints.
Well, now I have to because like I still have an extra frame that I need to. We'll put you somewhere.
Yes.
Where would you like to go? Like, there's Dawn over
Directly the
there.
middle.
Just replace Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Okay.
Who needs Lady Gaga if you can have Pandora Nox? No, just kidding. I love Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Well,
Also
speaking
like
of,
drag artist. So
yeah, yeah, exactly. No, she's. Is the Mayhem Ball coming to Germany or like Vienna or anything like that?
I don't know to be honest. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna be coming international soon, so you should
Yes.
definitely go see her show. It was really good. I went to the one here in
Yeah,
Washington.
I'm not a big fan of concerts to be honest. Because like when it's like super crowded and you have to wait long, it's just like I watch it on YouTube.
That's fair. Yeah, that's understandable. But from a like a drag costume, like just a
Mhm.
theater aesthetic of it all, I think you'd love it a lot. Um,
Yes.
and speaking of Lady Gaga, specifically of music, in the last couple months or the last year or so, you've been releasing a lot of music videos as well.
Yes.
Most recently, you just promoted "Eat Pussy Not Meat." I don't know how to say the French word.
Chez moi.
Chez moi. Okay, chez moi. Eat pussy, not me. Um,
Yes.
because you talked about being a DJ. Has singing also been a part of your career as well?
I mean, I had like vocal coaches for like I think seven, no, 5 or 6 years. And then I stopped and I focused more on the drag career. And somehow all of the other things were like more important. And I also like focused more on like lip syncing and whatever. And yes, and then I mean, I still like practice at home or like went to karaoke with my friends.
Mhm.
But it was also it kind of like stayed more of a hobby of mine. Same goes with like writing lyrics in Texas because this is something that I'm also doing since I'm a teenager. Um, and so then last year in winter, a producer from Vienna, she's also like a lesbian. She loves drag. She watched Drag Race, and she was like a guest on my monthly drag show with her wife together. And they came like every month and had like the date night at my drag show. And then she reached out and she was like, "Hey, can I produce something for you?" And I was like, okay. And then like a month later, she sent me the demo of my very first song and I let listen to it and she like um immediately understood like the style of where I would love to go and she listened a lot to also the music that I'm normally performing to. And like I think like a few days later I already had the lyrics finished and then we were in the studio twice and then basically the first song came out with music video. And of course, it's something else if you have your own music to perform to,
Mhm.
because this is then everything, you and your art and your drag, you know? So this is definitely also a whole other level to have your own songs to perform to.
Hmm.
And yeah, and so next song is coming October 1st with an amazing music video, which we're gonna shoot in 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, like it makes picking music easy, you know? You don't have to think about it. It's just, oh, what song have I made?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I take my own.
exactly. No, I've been loving the recent one though. Like, could you talk a little bit more about
Of
Sishweet?
course.
Yeah. Yeah, tell
Of
me what
course.
was, because like we talked earlier about how
Mhm.
activism and your vegan lifestyle like influences your
Yes.
drag, and now this is the opportunity to have that in your music career that you're just kind of getting into right now. So I would love
Yes.
to learn more about that music video and how it came out.
So for me, it was definitely important to like somehow put the vegan activism in my songs as well. And I think like it's kind of like a vegan manifest slash lesbian anthem. And for me, it's the easiest to get to people through like something they like and in a fun way, you know?
Mhm,
Because then they kind of like keep it in mind and whatever. And also, but the message is like still very clear, you know?
mhm,
And for me, it's like the easiest way to reach people through that. And that was definitely the goal to like combine my two favorite things, vegan food and vaginas. So
mhm.
yes.
Yeah, and the song too is really good. It's very like club.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely you were thinking about. I feel like you were
Yes.
thinking about how you were lip syncing, how you would lip sync to
Of
this song, and
course.
like
Of
this is
course.
a very good beat to lip sync to.
It is. I already performed it a few times. Last time at Montreal Pride, and people loved it.
I love that. Has the response to how's the response to the music video itself?
Very good. Yeah, very good. I mean, it costed a lot, so better watch the music video.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was like also shooting the own music videos. It's such a fun thing, and also like another creative like output that you can give. And yes,
Hmm.
I don't know what else to say except for the
Yeah.
fact that I'm super happy and that you should all watch it and stream it.
Oh yeah. No, we'll definitely have links to your everything so where people can watch it. We'll
My
play it.
everything. We love that.
Yeah, your everything. Like your social media, your merch, like your link. You have a link tree right here. I have your Instagram pulled up in case I needed to look at something, but we'll have your Instagram. We'll have your link tree in your description.
Perfect.
Yes. But no, I really loved it a lot. It makes me really excited for the Halloween one. And like,
Yes.
could you give a little sneak peek about what can you expect from the music video? Like
Okay. You know what?
imagery.
You know what? We're gonna do something different. I
Okay.
will reveal the title of the song. Okay.
Oh, we'll clip this
Because
out.
this already will give you hints on what it's about. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
It's called Exorcisering.
Girl, that's crazy. No, okay. I see now. I'm getting ideas, but like I don't
Mhm.
want you to reveal anymore, but no, that girl, you just had a Taylor Swift moment when when she revealed her album on the podcast.
Oh, she's dead. No, just kidding. Yeah.
Exact exorcising. Okay, lesbian. Get into it.
Mhm.
No, I'm very excited. Do you have like a release date in mind or a target date? Obviously, probably Halloween, like in
No,
October.
yes, October 1st. No, October 1st is
Oh,
it's
really?
coming out. Yes, because I think like for me like the whole Halloween thing already starts on October 1st and then I'm like in Halloween mood till October 31st. And
Hmm.
if I will get a Halloween song on October 31st when like the Halloween phase is already over, I would
Hmm.
be sad. So that's why I thought like let's give it on the first day when the Halloween month starts.
Yeah,
So
I feel like maybe that's when it starts in Austria, but in America, it just started.
really,
I feel like
I
yeah,
mean,
you already go out like you can go out to the stores and everything. You're already seeing Halloween merch. All the theme parks are doing their Halloween like stuff. Like people get into it like at least in July, like starting in July here in
Crazy. I
America.
mean, we are super crazy about Christmas. You get
Mhm.
Christmas chocolate, Christmas everything also sometimes already in October.
Oh yeah.
So and then we have like this Christmas market, which already I think open in November.
Mhm.
So people here are crazy over Christmas.
I love Christmas too.
Yeah, same.
When you won the first mini challenge and when they put all the snow and everything, I was like, this is like picture perfect Christmas vibe with
Exactly.
like
Also, I'm from Austria. We love snow, we love mountains, we love whatever. So I felt like home, you know?
yeah, I'm the opposite of that. Even though there's a lot of snow here in Spokane, like I'm
Mhm.
I'm a Saudi through and through. The
Got it.
desert, not so much the heat anymore, but like I just love a good fall, like white girl fall. I love that.
Love that.
Um, Talk to me about Drag Race now, just a little bit. Because people can go watch depending on where you are. I don't know where it streams in Vienna or Germany, but it's on Wow Presents Plus here in America and in Canada, I
Mhm.
think. Um, what was the application process like? Because like you had mentioned that Drag Race, like the main season, seemed like it was not possible based on like, the climate of that
Exactly.
show. But then it came to Germany and, you just took that chance. Did you ever think that you would actually get on the show?
I think it was like a 50-50 chance. So, of course, like the initial thoughts were because, like, when I started watching Drag Race 10 years ago, I was like, I want to do that, but I'm not a US citizen and I'm a woman. And then, like, there was like the call for like Drag Race Germany, and I was like, okay, let's try it. On one hand side, of course, because I always wanted to do it. On the other hand side, if I don't do it and there is like no women on the cast, I can't complain, you know? So for me, it was like, I'm definitely gonna try it. The chance, of course, if they're gonna take a cis woman, especially on the first season or the only season,
Hmm.
um, it's like a 50-50 chance. And I was like, if they don't take me, it's not about my drag because I know my drag is amazing. It's just about the fact that they're not ready yet. And same was for me for winning because like I definitely had the goal to like make it to the finale. Um, and which I did,
Hmm.
obviously. And then it was like then it was not like winning anymore, rather than how open they are to like, you know, let us this woman win also because I would be the first one, da da da. So I think it was also a 50-50 chance, you know.
Hmm. Yeah. And
So
ultimately, you did win, but was there any point in the competition where you felt like maybe the judges weren't liking what you were presenting? I mean, you won
at all
challenges,
of the
yeah.
comedy challenges.
Oh, oh, come on. I heard that comment about the comedy challenges, and I'm like,
uh,
girl, you're funny, girl. Like,
you know the thing is I'm super funny, especially like all of my friends as well as Liam, also my family. Like everybody is always super entertained with me, and like I'm like super funny, but I hate it when I have to like make myself an idiot on purpose, you know? And this
uh,
is something, it's like you know, it's just not my type of humor to like make the biggest fool out of me.
hmm.
And but yeah, it's not that I'm not funny. As I said, like
Hmm.
I think I'm super funny. Hashtag comedy queen.
Exactly. There we go. When you're on All Winners, you'll win your first comedy challenge on there. That I'm manifesting that. Hmm.
Yes, 1 out of 10. Let's see on how many comedy challenges they bring
Hmm.
up there.
Yeah. Also, like I don't know if you can talk about it or mention it because like there hasn't been any announcements yet for a Drag Race Germany too. Do you think because you won, Like they were just like, oh, we don't even
Yeah,
need a
she's like,
German
oh, there is
winner.
no better winner.
Like
No, we can't do a second
that's what I was
season.
thinking too. Like honestly, like was that it? Like you oh, she's not even from Germany. Like she's from Austria. We
Yeah,
don't need
let's
a
do Drag Race Austria next. No, I don't know. I think it's not about necessarily me or like me winning. I think there are like more behind the scenes stuff going on, why it's on hold so far. I mean, we never
Mhm,
know. Hopefully we get a second season because I want to do like a fabulous step down look.
mhm.
And also I want to be a guest judge. So this is like two good reasons to have like a second round of Drag Race Germany. Yeah, but besides of that, I mean, I think was it Drag Race Holland?
Yeah,
Where
just recently.
yes, exactly, where they changed like the streaming platform and stuff, and now they have like again seasons. So let's see if there's like hoping for the best, prepared for the worst. So let's see.
Exactly. Do you feel like you want to do any other competition shows at this
You
point?
know what I want to do? I want to be a lip sync assassin on All Stars.
Oh,
I would
okay.
love to do that.
And meet RuPaul.
Yes,
Yeah, that would be so fun.
exactly.
I think RuPaul would love you a lot. Because just recently he's been very obsessed with Bosco on All Stars
Mhm.
10.
Oh, I
So
love Bosco.
yeah,
We
so
met
he
like at Work the World,
oh
and
I love that.
she's like, yes, one of the kindest and most
Hmm.
humble people ever, and so friendly. And yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I have Bosco tattoo right here.
Oh, nice.
She's a Seattle queen, so like
Ah,
I
true.
get to see her all the time.
Mhm.
But on All Stars 10, it just because of Bosco now RuPaul loves women. So
Yes. And also that lip sync with Diabetes,
ah
I was gagged.
yeah, it made me think, do I like women? Like I love women. So well, actually
For me it was like, yes, now I know why I'm a lesbian. It's
yeah,
like
I always say that I love men and penis and they're not mutually exclusive. So, you
mm,
know, women with a penis, I love that. Men with a vagina, get into it.
mhm.
It's yeah, all love is valid. Um the one last thing, well, I guess a couple of things. About Drag Race specifically, but what was your favorite look on the show? Because
The
like I have
vagina.
a few. You love
Definitely
the
the
vagina.
vagina.
Well, there we go. The pussy.
I loved the vagina.
Hmm.
And I also loved the Drag King.
Oh, yeah. Talk
Yes.
about that a little
Daddy
bit because
Knox.
a lot of oh, Daddy Knox. Yeah, you were definitely in and out of drag the trade of the season, the dom, the dom top of the season.
Well, someone had to with all of these.
Yeah, these femmes.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, your makeup specifically, like it was very drag king. Like the way
Mm.
like you contoured your face, the way like you presented yourself on the runway and stuff like that on that episode specifically. Like it's clear that Liam probably helped you out a little bit, probably. Like
Well,
or
Liam
was it
is
all you?
definitely a big supporter. I mean, like, there's two sides of the story. I did lots of drag king looks in my Halloween
Oh,
challenges, and back then, it was like more 70% drag queen. Sorry,
oh, that's okay.
getting a call from my aunt. Not now, Karin. Um,
That's what I say
wait.
at work. Not now, Karen.
And I'm back.
Okay.
Um, So, yes, so I was used like from back then doing drag king looks, but of course, like Liam helped a lot, and yes, always a great supporter. And fun fact, we have not been, we started dating in the period of time where I got the call for Drag Race. So
Mhm.
we like met in these few intense weeks where I have to prepare everything. And then we didn't see each other for the weeks I was gone with like no contact, no phone, no nothing. And it was like, I think that's the reason why we also have like this very trustful and intense and also good working relationship because um she already like helped me before we were like even together and stuff. And she was like already such a big support. With us just like, getting to know each other and whatever. And also that we had no contact in these few weeks where I was gone. And she like waited back home for me and like I came back. This was because like not hearing from each other and not seeing of each other, especially in the phase where you just get to know each other, is like very difficult because I think it's something else if you're like together for like 8 years, and you're like used to each other and you also have like this trust build and you have like your daily routines and then you're gone for 6 weeks and 6 weeks is nothing compared to 8 years. But
Hmm.
if you're dating for a few weeks and then you're gone for like nearly 2 months, it's something else.
Hmm.
And so yeah, I think that's why we, not the only reason, but it was definitely also our connection, our love for each other. But this was like um, a very good foundation to build on.
Okay. Okay. And she did something very special for you too. While you're,
Um,
yeah,
she
something very cute.
prepared a book with um, pictures, texts, and memories we had, some spicy pictures, and like
Right.
some things that I didn't know, whatever. And she prepared a site for each day where I was gone. So every day I was allowed to read the next page. And to be honest, this book helped me to not go insane there the whole weeks. And it kind of like every day when I got home from filming, this was like one of the most relaxing things ever to like think of home and to like read what she like wrote me and or like prepared. And this was like, yeah, definitely something that made this whole experience to something very special.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't imagine how stressful of an environment like that. Like,
Yes.
you're even as well as you did on the show, like you're still getting constantly critiqued, being looked
Mhm.
at, having to prepare all these looks and stuff like that. Like a lot of
Yes.
people, especially when you see it on the show too, people quit like in the middle of the show because it's just like it's
Yes.
just so
And
exhausting.
and I would like to add on, especially when you're a woman.
Ah, yeah.
Because then like everyone is looking like so much more intense on you to see where your mistakes are or what are you doing differently from the others. So whatever you're doing is like 100 times more focused than everybody else. So for
Hmm.
me, I think it was definitely not as easy as for others to make mistakes
Hmm.
because they're bigger than from the other ones.
Yeah. Don't you love misogyny?
Oh yes, we
Yeah.
we love it.
Yeah, exactly. Like women just have to work extra hard all the time to do
Yes,
anything.
but as you said, because that was something that I wanted to mention earlier, where you asked also about my makeup,
Mhm.
and like of the exaggeration. Also something that I would like to add. I mean, of course, this is my style and I love it and whatever. But imagine me doing drag with just a simple eyeliner and lashes. People
Uh,
would complain and be like, "Oh, that's not drag,"
mhm.
but like a cis man with like a simple lash and a simple eyeliner would go through as a drag queen,
That's great. Nope, you're
but not a
absolutely
woman.
right. Yep.
So, and this is also something that I think is very interesting, as well as the fact that they are like, it's not drag what you're doing. You're not a drag queen. And I'm just like, you're telling basically a woman that she's not allowed to dress up as a woman, but only men are allowed. And
Hmm.
also, what's super interesting, because obviously women are the blueprint for drag queens. So to
Exactly.
tell women that they are not allowed to portray the inspiration of drag queens is like, yeah, super twisted.
No, yeah, exactly. All you have to do is, just cry into your 100,000 euros that you just won,
Yes, it's
just,
just
yeah,
cries
very
in
sad.
100K.
Yeah, exactly. But your wife also had her TV moment just recently as well. She was on
Yes.
was it the German version of, I don't know if it was German or if it was Austrian, but like it was the international version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That
Did
was
she win?
fun. I'm
Did
so
she win?
proud. Yes, she made it to the 10th question and
Oh,
it was it 15,000 euros. So, yeah.
yeah. And you were
So
on
she
it
she
just
got it.
briefly. Yeah.
Yes, I was the telephone what's the word?
The helpline.
telephone thingy. Yes, exactly.
Hmm. Yeah. Out of curiosity, what was harder, being the helpline for your wife on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or Drag Race?
So nervous. I would say like because the thing is, Drag Race, it was like me and my career. But there, this moment, hers was depending on me being either smart or stupid, you know? So it was like yeah, I was like sitting at home, like waiting if I get the call, you know? And I
Hmm.
was like, and then like the phone rang and like I started crying before picking up because I got so nervous. Yes. And I never cried on Drag Race, you know, but I started crying before even anything happens except for the phone starting to ring.
Hmm.
So yeah, then I cried, then I picked up, and luckily everything turned out great. But this was definitely, I was more nervous for this moment than me winning Drag Race.
Yeah, because you're put on the spot. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's so funny. Like I hope one day she gets her spotlight too, because now with King of Drag being a
Yes.
thing, being very successful, I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. I watched
Hmm.
it myself.
I
I was,
watched it too.
yeah. Were you which team were you on?
I liked Molasses from the first episode,
Hmm.
and I was like, he came in and was like, winner,
Exactly.
winner.
I
Tell me something else. And I already knew from the very first episode that Handlo, Dick Van Dyke, and Molasses are gonna be the top three. I knew it.
Look at you, very smart.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
but yeah, hopefully that will be his opportunity to be on,
Yes.
or maybe even on
Yes.
Dracula, you know? I would
Why
that could be,
not?
yeah, that would be a fun time. And speaking of you being on TV one day soon in the future, the last Drag Race related question that I would like to talk about is
Mhm.
All Stars. So, All Stars 2, well, All Stars All Winners, it's talked about extensively in the fandom. And
Mhm.
you've talked about saying like, why not? Why not, like why not be a part of it if you got asked to be on it? Who would you want to compete with? Is
Oh,
my
all of
question.
these bitches because I want to win again.
Yeah, but is there someone that you're very excited that maybe you haven't got to interact with or talk to or meet?
Ooh, I have to think about that, to be honest.
Hmm.
Mm, I want to have like strong competitors. I don't want to have it like easy because I love like a good challenge.
Hmm.
So it's not like that I would pick like someone where I already knew that I'm gonna win. For example, like I know that I'm super good performer, lip syncer, acrobat, so I definitely would want to have someone who is like also someone who is like who has like these qualities, you know what I mean? So this
Hmm.
would be more interesting for me. And yes, as I said, I want a challenge.
Makes
So
sense. Sounds like you want to go for Mother, Sasha Colby.
oh yes, oh I love Sasha. Yes, Sasha is
Hmm.
actually a very good pick. Yes, I'm
Hmm.
gonna take Sasha.
Yeah, Sasha Colby,
I'm
Sasha
gonna take
Velour. I
Sasha.
feel like you and Sasha Velour would have very good
I
chemistry.
love both of them. Also, Sasha, we met actually on Drag Race because she was guest judge in one episode, and we met
Yeah.
again at Work the World, and we connected. Like we clicked, and I love her so much. And she's
Mhm.
like, also she can speak German,
She
so
can. Hmm.
yes,
Yeah, you'll have a
yeah.
lot to talk about. The Alliance.
And Sasha Colby and I actually knew each other as well from both before Drag Race. We met in LA at a club, I think in 2018 or 18. And we connected and we saw each other a few times and we exchanged Instagram and whatever and we stayed in contact. And then we both got on Drag Race and both won.
Exactly. And like steamrolled it, honestly. Like you
Yes.
no, those were really good picks. You need to be on we should put you on what's her show? Sasha Velour's Nightgowns. Uh,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you would have a really good act in her show.
Hmm. Hmm. I think so too.
Hmm.
Sasha, hit me up.
Exactly. No, I mean, like, I think, like, to end off our conversation about Drag Race, like, and like cis women doing drag and everything like that, from what I saw, like, between your Instagram, between what you presented on the show, you would even steamroll just a regular US season, you know? Like,
Hmm.
you would steamroll the best of the best. Like honestly,
Oh, thank
like
you.
you are like phenomenal. And the fact
Thank you
that
so
like there are
much. I
people
appreciate
out there who like d what's the word I'm looking for? And I speak English, so I don't know the words either.
it.
Um they discount I think that's the right word. Cisgender women doing drag, even
Mhm,
though like they bring their A game, probably even more so. Like I don't know, it
mhm.
just makes me mad, makes me upset because there's so many good cisgender drag queens out there. And I remember talking to some kids that I used to mentor because I was
Mhm.
talking about drag and stuff like that, and a lot of them there were a few cis women, like girls that I mentored too. They were like, oh, like I don't know if I could do drag. And then now,
Mhm.
like because I'm like just a woman, it's more for boys, like type thing. And I have to tell them, Sigourney Beaver, look her up, or look up Pandora Nox, or look up,
Mhm.
people in our local community who are
Yes.
identify as cis women and do drag. So, they're out there and like they work just as hard as the men.
Yeah, totally agree.
hmm So I appreciate everything that you do for sure.
Oh, thank you
Um,
so much.
What's next for Pandora now? Because you have the music video coming up.
Yes, exactly.
You're doing shows. Is there something on your bucket list that you haven't done yet, or we're getting towards the end of the year. Is there something that you want to do this year that you still haven't done yet?
I mean, now all focus is on the music video project, and because it's only like not that much time left.
hmm
And actually, there is something, but it's more like private life wise. I
Oh,
actually want to move
oh,
somewhere. Mhm.
okay,
Because like I'm living on the countryside, like an hour away from Vienna, and I love it here. But I think I want to see like another part of the world for at least a few months. So
okay.
let's see.
Yeah, was there any place in mind that you wanted to move to?
There are a few. I mean, of course, obviously, LA would be like dream of mine. But thing is, at the moment, the US visa politically
Uh,
is like a
yeah.
different situation. Talking about Orange,
Uh,
so yes. So let's see when and if it's doable. And yes, let's see where Liam and I are heading in the meantime. But definitely LA would be cool for a short period of time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I got very excited because like, oh, LA, I go to LA every year, so maybe we can
Mhm.
hang out. But then I was just
Yes.
like, oh, she's an immigrant. That's a big problem right now.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially queer drag, whatever.
Yeah,
All
queer.
drags are pedophiles, we know. So it's like,
Exactly. So it's like, I don't know if you should come here for your safety. I mean, I'm
yes.
American, but like I also have Saudi citizenship. So
Mhm.
there are days where I just feel like, when are they going to get rid of the people who were born here in the
Yes.
United States to American families? Like just deport them.
Yes.
So I hope so. I hope it works out. I would love that you would come to LA so I can see you and like be closer to you and see Liam perform. That would be
Yes.
very
He's an
cool.
amazing performer.
Yeah. Or, if you haven't been, you should. I feel like Washington would be your vibe, like Seattle. You
Really?
should, yeah,
Hmm.
like it's very punk rock over there. There's I think there's a lot of vegan stuff. Like there's a big vegan culture over there. So I think you would like it. And the
I mean,
transportation
as
is,
soon as I have the visa, I can basically go everywhere. So let's see.
yeah, just do a Pandora Nox American tour.
Yes,
hmm
definitely.
All right. Well, we're at the end of the show here. We're gonna go into the after show here in just a bit, but
Mhm.
before we send you off or finish the rewind right now, where can people find you on social media?
Everywhere, Pandora Nox on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, stream my songs. Available
Yep.
on iTunes. I sound like RuPaul.
Yeah.
And yes, watch my music videos because they were fucking expensive. And yeah, stay tuned and wait for Exorcising.
Exactly. And where can people find you if they are in Europe or like, in Austria or in the neighboring countries of Austria? Like,
I
where?
mean, I always post on social media where I'm currently at, where my next performances are. For example, next week I'm in Hamburg, from 28th till 31st of August. Then I'm in London for my music video, and then I'm in Madrid.
Okay, world traveler.
Yes. Mhm. Jet set life.
I love that. Well, thank you again, Pandora, for being on the
Thank you so
show.
much for having me.
A- And thank you, Wayward Artist, for tuning in. You can follow the podcast on social media platforms everywhere. Well, specifically Instagram, honestly. Wayward World Studios is our Instagram handle, and then our link tree will be in the description below. Please subscribe and listen to the show everywhere you get podcasts. Depending on when this comes out, I will be also in my first drag show ever, like as a drag performer. I will
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be with a touring company that does Dungeons and Dragons called Dungeons and Drag Queens. So
Love it. Oh
it'll
my God,
be,
enjoy, have fun.
thank you. It'll be on September 20th. So
Uh-huh.
if you're in the Spokane area, please go watch that. I'm very nervous because I've never, I've performed before, but I've never done it in drag. So this will be a very interesting learning experience, especially since it's such a big production in comparison to, when people first start out, they start out small, and I'm just getting thrown into the lion's den. So
Mhm.
um, I'm very excited for that. But yeah, tune into the after show, the fast forward, and Pandora is going to be answering several different questions, five of them specifically. Wayward
Yes.
Artists, without further ado, eat pussy, not meat.